short. I'm going to try to belabor on the things that I think are the most important. So if you guys can kind of just write down these things and then kind of rehearse them in your minds, and we can go from there. Maybe next time I see you, I can give you a better, clear explanation. Have you got any of you guys ever heard of a mind vortex? Mind vortex, anyone? Mind vortex. Mind vortex, anyone heard of that? No? You guys ever heard of it? No. Okay. It's your cell phone. The cell phones that you have, that you're utilizing today, it's considered a mind vortex. Okay? It's a place that holds information. And the information that's held in it, it's like a swirl. Okay? It's a swirl of information, and it's the most reliable thing that a person has to rely on. So initially, back in the olden days in the 1920s, your mind vortex was your mind or your psyche. But see, now that has been substituted with your cell phone. So that's why you have social media, you have music videos, you have rappers and all this other stuff. That has been the substitute for the mind vortex. So within this mind vortex, you have all these different elements. Social media, hip-hop music, your role models, people you look up to. All these are within this swirl called the mind vortex. Okay? I'm going to explain how we got to that. Now, there's 3 liberal faculties of the living mind. Okay? Now, the mind is not just relative to a human being. The mind is in all living things. And all living things possess, or their mind is composed of these 3 factors: the faculty of survival, faculty of pleasure, and the faculty of logic. Every living organism that lives on this planet, including the human being, operates based upon these 3 faculties. Now, these 3 faculties, survival, has everything to do with the part of your mind that has everything to do with your ability to make it. In other words, even though you guys are in junior high school or high school, you guys think about money. I gotta get this money, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make something happen, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get this, I gotta get that. I gotta survive, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much where your mind is at, because this faculty says it. At any cost. If that means I gotta sell drugs, if it means I gotta kill, steal, whatever it is, I gotta survive. Because this faculty in every living thing says that all the thoughts that come into your mind has to make sure that this life that you have is sustained. Okay? So that's the first part. Pleasure. This is the one that society pushes the most, because it incapacitates your ability to reason, which is the third faculty. Now, this third faculty has been impaired. In other words, it's dysfunctional. And I'm going to explain why in a minute. Pleasure is the most looked at and the most elaborated faculty of the mind, the human mind. In that, it is designed to make sure that you are happy. Your pursuit of happiness. In other words, if you like girls, society says, I'm going to put a whole bunch of girls in your face. If you like music, I'm going to create music videos with a whole bunch of girls. That's pleasure. Every single day of your life, it's all about pleasure. And 95% of your life, whether you go to school, go home, you're looking for pleasure. That's just what it is. You know, because that is one of the factors, it's pleasure. Now, the reason why you're looking for pleasure is because of propaganda and things of that nature. I'm going to go into that a little bit later. Logic is the third faculty. This is your ability to reason, okay? This logic, or this ability to reason, is the most important in all human beings. If this faculty is impaired or dysfunctional or altered in any way, it incapacitates your ability to survive and to live and to mentally sustain yourself. Because this faculty has been impaired, you have people on drugs, you have people in jail, you have kids walking down the street with their pants below their belt, singing rap music, you know, and cops coming by, discriminating, thinking you're a troublemaker when you're not. They look at the way your hair is and say you're a troublemaker and try to throw you in jail. No, seriously, because this faculty has been impaired. In his mind, he's just getting creative. But to a police officer, oh, he's a troublemaker. Look at him, prima facie. He's definitely up to no good. He look like one of those dudes in the video. And he may just be a good guy that's just doing his thing. This faculty, life, it's been impaired in everybody. Society, adults, young adults, kids, it's dysfunctional. Now, a lot of the reason why this has been impaired is because of capitalism. There's money in ignorance. The society and government that you live in relies on you guys' ignorance. they don't want you to think. They don't want you to be thinkers of your own self. They want you to think like they want you to think. That is why, on one hand, they tell you to go to school, and on the other hand, they tell you, oh, they put all this stuff in your face, you know, billboards with naked girls on it, and listen to the music, and they pump entertainment. Think about it, guys. Throughout a whole week span, how many times